So I love managing things, right? Like I have learned in the past 10 or 15 years that I have a very good skill set at developing processes, procedures, understanding how things fit together, understanding how we can make things better from a procedural, process, technical,
Yeah.
manufacturing standpoint. Um, when it became hard or harder, I would say, is when I started the transition from being like a third employee to someone who was leading two other employees and kind of
Mm,
learning to be groomed to take over a business and starting to lead people, right? Because that's
yeah.
completely different.
Right.
And for me, that's intrinsically a little bit of a challenge, just because I'm kind of shy and guarded and not very outgoing. Like those are things that I'm more uncomfortable with than comfortable with.
Yeah.
So it's something that I've really had to, I guess, practice and learn to say, like, it's okay to be uncomfortable. Like, it's okay to be, it's okay for this to be foreign. It's okay to fail at this. It's okay
Right.
to learn as we go. We just have to put things in perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it comes also as you get older. When you're younger, you feel like you have to prove or show like you have to find yourself, and there's like this competition part of yourself, and there's this I gotta prove it, and I gotta be the best. And
Absolutely.
so like your mindset is like, I can't let anybody see me sweat, and I gotta put that armor on, right? Like I will fight through this. To now it's like, yep, screwed it up, and I think that comes from, obviously the bruises that you take along the way, right? Like we've all been humbled across the way, and like, but also just I think you realize how unimportant
Yeah.
stuff in your 20s was, and you're in your 40s, and you just go, oh my God, I can't believe that I worried so much about these silly things, but when you're
Absolutely.
young, you don't have that, you don't have that mindset, you don't have that forethought to consider it.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, it's funny. We're in the middle of trying to teach that to our 12-year-old,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
the stuff you're going through
Yeah.
in middle school right now, it doesn't matter, right? Like
Right.
you need to,
Yes.
like, and we see that now, right? Like hindsight's 2020, and we learn that now. And like you said, I agree 100%. A lot of that is just the maturity in age and getting more bumps and bruises along the way and learning from those.
Yeah.
But that's a challenge, right? And
Oh my God. Yeah.
it was a challenge for me. Where it was a challenge for me is because I kind of landed in this role and ended up in this role without a lot of that stuff along the way,
Yeah.
without a lot of experience leading up to it. So a lot of that stuff I've had to take on the chin and kind of learn as I go, and
Hmm.
thankfully, um, understand that I need to learn from others along the way too. And there's a lot of people who have done things a lot better and that I can learn a lot from. And I mean, that's one of the things that I think is so important for anybody personally and or professionally is that kind of humility and understanding that
Yes.
there should always be a desire to learn and
Hmm.
continue, right? Because we never reach an apex or a place where it's like, okay, this is it, right?
Right. Right.
There's always more. There's always more
Right.
to learn. There's always better ways.